Calling the 1:30 p.m. calendar, SB 397, SD 2, HD 1, relating to professional Medicaid services. For the Senate, it's myself as chair. Shimobukuro is excused, but co-chair, member manager, Senator Aquino is present. For the House?
Thank you, Senator. You've got Mizuno, Bellotti, Yamashita as your co-chairs, Garcia as your manager.
Okay, we provided you a CD1, and this one is already in the budget. What is your preference? Shall we defer it because it's already in the budget, or do you want it to move?
Good question, good question. Senator, I feel a lot safer if we roll this into tomorrow, just to make sure we don't need statutory language to support this. If not, we can defer tomorrow, but just as a safety mechanism, I would prefer that we roll this into tomorrow, just in case.
Okay, so April 28th at 1:30, and we provide you a proposed CD1. Are you in agreement with it so we can send it off to WAM and FIN for approval?
We are in agreement, assuming that as long as we need this bill. If we don't need this bill, we'll defer it tomorrow, though. But we are in agreement.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Senator.
Okay, thank you. So for SB 404, SD2, HD2, relating to Hospital Sustainability Program. For the Senate, it is myself as chair, and Senator Inouye as co-chair, and Senator Aquino as member manager.
Thank you, Senator. On the House side, you've got Mizuno, Bellotti, Morikawa as your co-chairs. We've got Representatives Amato and Garcia as your managers.
Okay, this one, we are awaiting a revised CD1. We provided everyone with a CD1. The only problem was an error in the effective date, and that is we wanted effective upon approval, except for sections 12 and 13, which needs to be effective as of July 1, 2023.
Yes, I got that. Yes, Senator.
Okay, so we're in agreement with that
Yes, Senator, I
proposal.
think the money is correct too, right? 173 million fiscal year 23-24 and 24-25.
Yes. Okay.
Okay,
So
we're in agreement.
we still need WAM release and FIN release also.
Yes,
right?
shall we roll this into
So we
tomorrow,
should-
Senator?
Yes, we shall roll it over to tomorrow, April 28th, 1:30, at room 329, and hopefully we could get WAM and FIN release since there is no general monies appropriation.
Thank you, Senator.
Okay, so for bill number 1473, we have, for this relating to health, this Medicaid coverage for autism spectrum disorder, FASD, Applied Behavior Analyst, Department of Health, Department of Human
Senator?
Services, appropriation.
Do you think
For
you-
the Senate, can I finish?
Sorry.
Or you want to keep talking, or you want to say something?
It's my fault. I'm sorry.
Okay, so for the Senate, it's myself as chair, Senator Keohokolole as co-chair, Senator Moriwaki is excused. For the House?
Sorry about that. Senator, for the House, you've got Mizuno, Bellotti, Kobayashi as your co-chairs. You've got Representatives Amato and Garcia as your managers.
Okay, so the advocates are still working on this, and we do not have yet a proposed CD1 to provide to you. Basically, we're going to agree with House version for the most part with some amendments. Is that your understanding?
Yes, Senator, I wanted to thank you, especially for working with the advocates on crafting the upcoming proposed CD1. Thank you very much. Really appreciate your work.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so we're going to roll this over because we do not have FIN and WAM release, and we don't even have a CD1. To tomorrow, 1:30 at room 329. Is that?
Yes,
is
April
that okay with
28th.
you?
Yes, April 28th.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Senator.
And we are adjourned for the 1:30 Senate calendar. We're going to have a reconvene.
Convening House Bill 1369, House Draft 1, Senate Draft 2. For the House, you've got Mizuno, Bellotti, Morikawa as your co-chairs, and Representative Garcia as your manager.
Okay, for the Senate, it's myself as chair, Senator Lee as co-chair was here, like he disappeared, and member manager, Senator Aquino.
Yes, thank you, Senator. Great working with you on this bill. I think we're very close. I believe the amount we're looking at is $27 million for fiscal year 23-24 and $27 million for fiscal year 24-25. Important to note, no state general funds are used. This will be all coming from the Nursing Facility Sustainability Program Special Fund. Just wanted to note that the effective date should be, act shall take effect upon approval, provided that sections 14 and 15 of this act shall take effect on July 1, 2023. I think we're in
Do you have a
agreement,
proposed CD1?
waiting for the proposed CD1, requested a draft. As soon as we get it, we will get it to you and your conferees.
Okay, and then we also need fin and WAM release.
Yes, shall we move this, roll this into tomorrow,
At
April
1:30.
28, 1:30 PM? Senator, conference room 329 is okay?
That's fine.
Okay, thank you. We're
Okay.
adjourned for the 1:30.
Okay, thank you.
Good afternoon, Aloha, Thursday, April 27th, a little after 1:40 PM with the State Capitol Conference Room 329. We're here for several bills. First bill is House Bill 349 for the House. You've got Representatives Mizuno, Tarnas, Takenouchi as your co-chairs, and we've got Representatives Amato and Garcia as your managers.
For the Senate, it's myself as chair, San Buenaventura, and Awa as managers.
Thank you. Senator Rhodes, my understanding, we do have fin release. I wanted to thank you and especially Rep. Ichiyama for working so diligently on this CD1. Thank you very much. Senator, if you're in agreement,
Yeah, my understanding is the SD1 language minus the mental health evaluations plus a later effective date and a removal of the youth organizations, there we go. And
Right.
that's fine.
right, and Rep. Ichiyama, that is correct.
That's correct.
Okay, thank you. At this point, I think we're in agreement.
Okay.
Senator Shawai, can I
Please.
start the vote for the
Yep.
House? Okay, recommendation is to pass with the amendments of CD1. I vote aye. Representative Tarnas.
Aye.
Representative Takenouchi.
Aye.
Representative Amato.
Aye.
Representative Garcia is excused. Senator, would you like me to take the vote?
Please.
Thank you. Senator Rhodes.
Aye.
Senator San Buenaventura.
Aye.
Senator Awa. Thank you, members. We have a bill.
Your other
And,
members
we've
here.
got, I do see in the room Representative Garcia, Representative. Votes aye. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, members. We got a bill.
All right, thank you.
I need to make sure Carl and I sign this, so let me.
Yeah, you do it.
Well, I don't need to be around.
You don't need to be around. Thank you. You voted. I appreciate it. Bye.
Carl, I don't want to forget your signature, brother. Food bank's next, yeah? Okay, I'm good. I thought the language was okay. I know that Kobayashi wanted something else, but that wasn't what we agreed on. So, oh, thanks, Carl.
Thank you.
So, we're good? Yeah, so we'll just, yeah. Should we just go with the CD1 that we have? Yeah, that works? But then we still need money approval, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
No, there's a few more. There are at least two more.
Okay, sorry, members, we're still in conference. Next bill is House Bill 314. For the House side, you've got Mizuno, Kobayashi as your co-chairs, Representatives Amato and Garcia as your managers.
Okay, Senate conferees are myself as chair, Senator Shimabukuro as co-chair, and manager, Senator Moriwaki.
Thank you. Wanted to thank you, Senator Aquino and the Senate conferees. We worked together on a CD1. At this point, I believe, Senator Aquino, we do have agreement with the CD1.
Okay, we have agreement.
Okay, at this point, I think we need release of our money committee chairs. Turning to our money committee chairs, I don't see Representative Kobayashi.
Should we roll this over to tomorrow?
Yes, I think we have to. So, Senator, would it be okay if we go to exactly what you said tomorrow, April 28th? Would 1:40 p.m. be fine?
Yes, Chair.
Okay, and room 329?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, Senator.
Okay, thank you
Okay,
very much.
Thank you. Next bill is, let me defer to you, Senator. It's a Senate bill.
Okay, thank you very much. Senate Bill 1592, Senate Draft 2, House Draft 1, related to Senior Medicare Patrol Program. Senate conferees are myself as chair, and Senator Moriwaki as co-chair, and manager Shimabukuro.
Thank you, Senator. On the House, you've got Representatives Mizuno, Kobayashi as your co-chairs. We've got Representatives Amato and Garcia as your managers.
Okay, a CD has been provided. You agree?
Yes, we agree with the three full-time positions.
Okay.
We
so-
are, I guess, awaiting money committees?
Yep.
Okay, shall we do the same, Senator?
Okay, let's roll it over to tomorrow,
Okay, April 28th, 1:40 p.m., okay?
1:40 p.m.,
And 329?
329.
Mahalo.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. We're adjourned from the 1:40? Thank you, Senator.
Yep, thank you.
Good afternoon, Thursday, April 27th, a little after 1:50 PM, State Capitol Conference Room 329. We're here for House Bill 781. House conferees are Mizuno, Tarnas as your co-chairs. We've got Representatives Amato, Iligan, and Garcia as your managers.
Okay, Senate conferees are myself as chair, and Senator Rhodes as co-chair, and Manager Shimbukuro.
Thank you. Senator Aquino, appreciate you working with us. We did pass out a CD1. Are you and your conferees okay with it?
Yes.
Okay. Senator, may I take the vote for the House
Please do.
first? Okay. Members, this is the passed House Bill 781. CD1. Chair votes aye. Representative Tarnas.
Aye.
Representative Amato.
Aye.
Representative Villagon.
Aye.
Representative Garcia. WR. And Senator, may I take the vote for?
Yes, please.
Thank you. Senator Aquino.
Aye.
Senator Rhodes.
Aye.
Senator Shimabukuro. Aye. Thank you. We've got a bill. Thank you, members. Appreciate it.
Good afternoon. This is Thursday, April 27th, 1:45 PM. Agenda, Conference Room 329, meeting on Senate Bill 1373. From the Senate, Moriwaki Chair, Inoue Co-Chair, Shimabukuro Manager. And on the House,
Thank you. For the House, we have myself, Kitagawa, as chair, and Chun, Garrett, and Alcos as managers.
thank you. Chair, we have agreement on the Executive Office on Aging Administrative Claiming Special Fund. It's just to add in and broaden the programs of the Executive Office on Aging for reimbursement. So we also have it taking effect upon its approval. So I think we have approval of the CD, one, and we also have release from
Yes.
Finn.
Yes, so we agree on the CD1, and we have Finn release, and
And
Yes,
from WAM as
WAM
well.
release.
So we have possibility of a vote?
Yes.
Okay. So I will take the vote on the Senate side. Moriwaki votes aye. Inoue.
Aye.
And Shimabukuro was here. Oh,
Okay, that's okay.
okay, okay. Okay, two. And then on the House side, may I take your vote?
Yes, please.
Okay. Senator, Representative Kitagawa.
Aye.
Chun. And Alco.
Yes.
Oh, okay,
And
so
then
we
Rep.
have,
Garrett is excused.
okay, and we have a vote.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the conference committee for SB 129. This is DHS no-cost emergency shelter and related services for minors. And for the Senate, it's Shimabukuro Chair, Elefante Inouye co-chairs.
Thank you very much, Senator. On the House side, you've got Mizuno, Tarnas, Kobayashi as your co-chairs. We've got Representative Garcia as your manager.
Great, okay, and so we just did a revised CD1 where we restored the language that DHS had wanted, that was for the HD2. And it still has no, we've eliminated the sunset date, which is good. And so this looks like we have agreement from both the youth advocates as well as the state.
Yes,
So,
Senator, and
yeah. So now we're just, so we did submit the revised CD1 and the memo to the money committee is just waiting for release. So should we just reconvene tomorrow at the same time?
Yes, I did want to make mention, I wanted to thank you for your kindness in working with the CD1 and addressing the House conferee's concerns. We really appreciate working with you. Thank you so much. And hopefully, we can get our money committees to release.
Yes, because there's no appropriation in this bill. I don't believe it's a no fiscal
Right.
impact, so.
And all
hopefully-
sides are in agreement, so.
Yeah, great. Okay, so then in that case, we're going to reconvene April 28th, 2:15 PM in room 329.
Thank you very much, Senator.
All right, thank you so much. We're adjourned.
1340, SD2, HD2, relating to the practice of behavioral analysis. For the Senate, myself as chair, Senator Kehokolole as co-chair, and Senator Shimabukuro is excused.
Good afternoon, Madam Chair. On behalf of the House, we have Woodson, Bilade, Siyama as chairs, La Chica, Perrick as managers.
Okay, I believe we have an agreement. I provided you with a CD1. We have an agreement, is that correct?
We
Chair.
we do, Senator. Thank you so much for the CD. Just want to make a quick recommendation to see if you're amenable to it, and it's found on page 2, paragraph 2. There is just a slight omission, and so if we can add LBA to the exemption of this paragraph, and so it would be applicable to not only psychologists but LBA, that would be consistent with the language throughout the proposal.
Okay, so my understanding is we are ready to vote on this because we, at least in the Senate, we have quorum and you have quorum too,
Ye-
right?
Yes.
Okay, so are we prepared to vote? And because the proposed amendment is only as to the preamble, and you have stated what our intent is, can we just move on to CD1 as is?
Okay.
Thank you.
That should work. Thank you.
Okay. So voting on SB 1340, SD2, HD2, Chair's recommendation is to pass with amendments. Chair votes aye. Senator Kehokolole.
Aye.
Senator Shimabukuro is excused. May I take the vote for the House?
Please.
Okay, Senator, Representative Woodson, Chair Woodson.
Aye.
Co-Chair Delali.
Aye.
Sorry. Co-Chair Sayama. Member La Chica is excused. Member Perrick.
Aye.
Okay, we have a bill.
Thank you, Senator.
And we are adjourned for the 225 calendar. Oh, we're not yet there.
Yes,
Okay, never mind. Calendar for SB 1492, SD2, HD2. Senate, it's myself as chair, Senator Rhodes as co-chair, and Senator Wakai as co-chair.
Good afternoon, Senator. On our side, it's myself, Chair Tarnas, Chair Takanouchi, Managers Amato and Matsumoto.
Okay, I believe we have an agreement with this and for SB, but we don't have FIN or WAM release.
Yes, we circulated the CD1 to all members that we received from your office, Senator. We are in agreement, so it's prepped, and if we can just file the appropriate FIN and WAM memos, ours is already prepared to go, but I think we're in agreement, except for the fiscal release.
Okay, so we can't vote on it. So what time tomorrow? Same time?
Yes, we can roll
April
it over to
28, 2:30. We're rolling this over and reconvene 329, April 28th at 2:30.
And we have, yes, can we move on to the next one?
Yep.
All right, House Bill 1442 relating to rehabilitation. This is a very important program that is going to ensure that we get reports from the city and county of Honolulu, prosecutors, PDs, and the judiciary, as well as AMHD, as they begin to engage in the pilot program for pre-booking diversion. In addition, there are changes and amendments that will improve the Act 26 program. Finally, there are changes as well to the probation violation court system to ensure that there's mental health treatment evaluations in the process. There is no fiscal impact of this bill. Another very important piece is that it authorizes, enables, and empowers the DOH, which is ready to look at how it might be able to implement telehealth through the Section 704 examination process. We are in agreement with this, Senator, I believe, and so we're just awaiting FIN release, which we do not have yet.
You're not going
Okay,
to call attendance?
For the
I will
Senate,
call attendance, sorry, Senator Rhodes.
Go
On
ahead.
our side, it is I think you did it. I said where people
No,
were.
you didn't. You just
Okay.
went on and described the whole thing.
All right, senators. So on our side, it's chairs, myself, Tarnas, who is excused, Takenouchi, co-chair, and Manager Garcia.
for the Senate, it's myself as chair, Senator San Buenaventura as co-chairs, and Senator Moriwaki as co-chair, and Senator Wah as a manager. And I don't see our WAM co-chair, so as far as I know, we don't have release.
So can we roll this one over to tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. in the same room?
Sure. 2:30, 428, and what are we in? 329?
329.
329, okay. All right, thank you.
Okay, so for SB 1594 SD2 HD1 relating to crisis intervention, this is our signature crisis intervention bills. And for myself, for the Senate, we have myself as chair. Senator Lee is co-chair. Senator Moriwaki is excused.
And on our side, it's myself, co-chair Takenouchi, Manager Amato, and Manager Garcia.
Okay, for this one, we are still awaiting release for FIN and WAM. And I would like to thank the money committees for the huge $100 million towards our various behavioral health issues. So that's a huge, but we need actual appropriation for this bill, and we're still awaiting it, so let's roll it over for tomorrow, April 28th at 2:30. Is that okay with you?
Yes, and if I could just make some comments as well, Senator?
Go ahead.
Thank you. I would also like to thank the money committees for the important investments in mental health treatment throughout our budget. But I do think that the one very critical piece in this measure is the crisis stabilization centers, i.e. the behavioral health centers, for which I believe all of the chairs here are requesting a $6 million ask for Oahu and a $3 million ask for a Neighbor Island project. I think just that little gap piece has been a commitment and a priority of the health committees. And so I just really want to highlight that, as well as on your side, I think the really important investment in making sure that law enforcement is also going to be trained
Educated.
and educated. So let's roll this over, as you suggested, 2:30 p.m. tomorrow, room 329.
Okay, thank you very much. So, well, the next one is SB. That's not me. Senator Shimabukuro.
Oh, I'm here.
Yes. You need to
Okay, so our next agenda, convening and opening on that.
It's SB.
Oh.
And Senator Shimabukuro, your chair.
Okay.
You need to call
Okay.
the roll.
All right, SB 759, this is primary care and rural health for the Senator Shimabukuro Chair, Inoue Co-Chair, Aquino Manager.
And on the House side, it's myself, co-chair Takino Uchi, managers Amato, Morikawa, and Garcia.
Okay, so now on this one, I believe we have agreement on the CD1, and we've submitted the memo to the money committees. We're just waiting for release, right? So, yeah.
Roll this over.
Yeah, roll over. So do we say what, tomorrow, same time, same place?
Yeah, 2:30 p.m.
Okay, got it. So we're gonna roll to April 28th, 2:30 p.m. in room 329.
Sounds
So we are adjourned for the first 2:30 agenda, and so second 2:30 agenda. Go ahead, HB.
Okay, this is opening up on House Bill 982 relating to funding for the Department of the Attorney General Tobacco Enforcement Unit. On our side, it's myself, Chair Tarnish, Co-Chair Takeno Uchi, Managers Lechika and Garcia.
So for myself, for the Senate, it is myself as chair, Senator Shimabukuro and Senator Rhodes as co-chairs.
Senator, we floated a conference draft 1. It has the increase to $750,000. I believe we have agreement on this, and we're just awaiting a fiscal release. Memos have been sent in, nothing yet. So if we could roll this one over until 2:30, and if we might be able to consolidate our 2:30 p.m. agenda into just one agenda.
That's fine.
Okay, we'll do that.
April 28th, 2:30 at 329 for HB 982. So the next bill is SB 975, SD2, HD3 relating to health. For myself, it is, for the Senate, it's myself as chair, Senators Keoho Kolole, Senators Aquino, and Senator Rhodes as co-chairs, and member manager, Senator Shimabukuro.
And on our side, it's myself, Chair Tarnish, Chair Yamashita, as co-chairs, and managers Lechika and Garcia.
Okay, we're pretty far apart on this one, so let's roll this over. April 28th, 2:30 p.m., room 329, is that okay?
Yeah, can we discuss, I think there's one easy thing that we can discuss. Can we discuss the licensing fee and the permitting fee in this bill?
Okay, well, we gave you the proposed one, which is basically Department of Taxation's proposed amounts.
Yes, so the DOH and DOTAX are in agreement to increase the licensing fee from $250 to $250, and to increase their permitting fee from $20 to $50.
Okay, but we're still far apart in the biggest one.
Yeah, we're far apart on the percentage.
On the new category and,
Are we okay also on the unregulated permitting piece of it? I believe that's another piece that's easy that we can agree on.
we'll discuss. We have no agreement.
Okay, but we got agreement on the licensing fee and the permitting fee, because we're both agreeable that it should be.
As to the amounts, yes.
Okay, all right.
So we're rolling it over April 28th, 2:30 p.m., 329. So for SB 318, SD2, HD1, relating to fetal alcohol spectrum disorder, we have myself as chair, Senator Moriwaki as co-chair, Senator Aquino as member manager.
And on our side, we have myself, co-chair Takeno Uchi, and managers Mizuno and Garcia.
Okay, so on this one, we provided you with a CD1, and I believe we have an agreement, we just don't have fin and WAM release. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, we don't, right? I don't see my WAM chair. Okay, so let's roll this over tomorrow at April 28th, 2:30, room 329.
Yes. Okay, next up is House Bill 948, relating to child and adolescent mental health. Myself, co-chair Morikawa, managers Capella, Martin, and Garcia.
Okay, so for the Senate, it is me as chair, Senator Kidani is excused, and Senator Moriwaki is member manager.
Okay, I think they have also agreement on this, and we're just waiting Finn and WAM approval. Shall we move this over?
Yes, April 28th at 2:30 at 329. Okay, the rest are HVs.
Okay, next up is House Bill 1296 relating to early intervention services. Myself, co-chairs Takeno Uchi, managers Kila and Garcia.
So for the Senate, it's myself as chair, Senator Inouye as co-chair, Senator Shimobukuro as member manager.
We have sent over CD1 to you, awaiting, we're in agreement with that. We are awaiting approval for, I believe, $100,000 for this working group. Shall we roll this one over to
Yes.
tomorrow for 28 at 2:30 p.m.? Okay, next up is House Bill 1263 relating to the Hawaii Able Savings Program. On our side, it's myself, co-chair Takeno Uchi, managers Amato and Garcia.
And for the Senate, it's myself as chair, Senator Moriwaki as co-chair, and Senator Shimobukuro as member manager.
Chair, I'm preparing a CD1 for you on this. I understand that while the Senate had the position of wanting to do an incentive payment program, that the biggest priority for this one is the FTE funding. And so we're going to have a CD1 prepared for you to that effect.
Okay, I just want to know, do you have Developmental Disability Council's proposed amendments?
So we took their proposed amendments, ran it through our drafter, and have really just honed down on the general revenues appropriation for the one FTE. And that's all that they're really asking for. All of the other amendments are just kind of unnecessary at this point in time. So it's going to be a straight up appropriation CD1.
Okay, so, okay, well, we'll look at your CD1. Right now, we have no agreement.
Okay, so let's roll this over to 428 at 2:30 p.m. This conference room 329.
Okay.
Next one is House Bill 1340 relating to mental health. This is the Temporary Breakthrough Designation Advisory Council. There was a request in from, on our side, it's myself, Representatives Nakashima and Kitagawa as co-chairs, and Garcia as manager.
For the Senate, it's myself as chair, Senator Lee as co-chair, and Senator Shimobukuro as member manager.
Senator, DOH came in with some amendments asking that the term substance use disorder be stricken because that does not fall into the mental health title. I don't think it disturbs the content of the measure, so I'm having a CD1 to that effect, also using your SD2 and then striking any references to the Office of Wellness and Resiliency, which has now been transferred to the Department of Human Services.
Or will be.
Or
It
will
hasn't
be,
yet.
yes.
Okay.
So I can have a CD1.
Yeah, we will review CD1 since right now we have no agreement. April 28th at 2:30,
Okay,
329, right?
yes. And I believe the rest of the bills are yours.
Okay, so for SB 63 relating to nurses, we have myself as chair, Senator Keaokalole, and Senator Shimobukuro as co-chairs.
On our side, we have myself, Representative Sayama, Representatives Takeuchi as co-chairs, and Representatives Onishi and Purek as managers.
Okay, this one, we have provided you with a proposed CD1, and we had already provided the memo to WAM, but apparently Finn did not get a Finn request. That is my text. Otherwise, we would have been able to have voted on this one.
Okay, we will follow up with that. I believe that it had gone in, but let's see. And if we could move this one to
April 28th.
tomorrow,
2:30.
329 at 2:30 p.m.
Yes, yeah, please follow up. Getting temporary licensure for nurses is a really big deal with the shortages. So SB 599, SD1, HD2 relating to health. Senate conferees are myself as chair, Senator Keaokalole as co-chair, and Senator Shimobukuro as member manager.
And on my side, it's myself, Representatives Nakashima, Takeuchi as co-chairs, Representative Purek as manager.
Okay, this one, we have provided CD1, and we are prepared to vote if we are you ready?
We do not have fiscal release at this point yet?
Oh,
No.
it's a fin.
Yeah. So if we could also roll this one over to tomorrow, room 329 at 2:30 PM.
April 28th, 2:30, 329, okay. So for SB 674, relating to interstate medical licensure compact, we have myself as chair, Senator Kehoe Kalole as co-chair, and that's it.
Not Senator Keith Oberon? being
No,
stricken?
he's not here.
Oh,
He's
okay.
excused.
On our side, it's myself, co-chair Sayama, co-chair Takenouchi, Representative Pierick as manager.
Okay, this one, we've got some numbers, and we've got, yesterday, a commitment to get it done within 18 months. So we're drafting proposed CD1 with about that hopefully will satisfy the Fin and WAM chairs.
Okay, if you can get us that CD1, I believe we are in agreement, but I can't do our memo until we get a copy of the proposed CD1.
Yeah, basically, what we're looking at is one FTE for the office assistant position of $67,876 and $75,000 for their database.
Okay, so if you, again, I just need to have that CD1 so I can provide
Okay,
it.
apparently I've got it.
Oh,
Here.
well, thank you for
Thank
providing
you.
it.
So
We will get
there's
that memo
one for
out.
yourself. How many of you are there?
4.
1, 2, 3, and I don't know who's in this.
So we will also ask our Fin that we need to also take this up,
Are
and then we
you-
will provide the 5 hard copies for Fin, as well as a memo.
Okay, yes.
I guess they need all of that.
Okay, so yes, because that's all we're waiting for is fin release.
Yes.
Okay, until then, April 28th at 2:30, because we don't have.
Oh, wait, can I take a look at this first and see that it is in fact 18 months
Should be.
before I agree to it?
Well, we can't vote on it anyway.
Yeah, but I want to make sure that I send Fin the correct.
Okay.
Shall take effect on July 1st.
We're rolling it over, and we can talk about changes before you send it off to Fin.
But the effective date needs to be 18 months. It's not,
Upon approval, right? Because then they have 18 months to be able to do it.
we need to get a correct.
Can we move on to the next one?
We
And
can,
then we
but
don't have-
can you make sure that we get the correct CD1 because
Yes.
Fin's rules are changing all the time, it seems.
Okay,
I
well,
just want to get the correct CD1 to them.
That's fine. Okay, next one, SB 900, SD2, HD2, relating to health, Hawaii State Health Insurance Assistance. It's myself as chair, Senator Moriwaki as co-chair, Senator Aquino as member manager.
Okay, and on our side, it's myself, co-chair Takenouchi, managers Kobayashi and Garcia.
Okay, this one, we have an agreement as to the CD, right? This one we provided to you earlier.
And we're awaiting
For Fin and WAM release.
Fin, and so if we can move this over to 428.
Okay, and it's $186,288 for fiscal year '23, and $192,408 for fiscal year '24 to '25. 3 full-time managers, effective July 1, 2023.
Okay.
Right? So we are awaiting Fin and WAM release.
Okay, so if we can move this over to tomorrow, 2:30 PM in this room.
Okay, sounds good. And we are adjourned
We are
for the
adjourned.
2:30 calendar.
Our conference committee, today is Thursday, April 27th, 3:30 p.m. Opening up on this agenda, first one up is House Bill 278 relating to health. This is the $1 million appropriation request for the Alzheimer's Public Health Campaign. On our side, we have myself, Co-Chair Keela, Managers Chun, Kobayashi, and Garcia.
Okay, thank you very much, Chair. Senate conferees are myself as Chair. Co-Chair is Kanuha, and Manager is Moriwaki.
So we have delivered our memos to Finn with the $1 million request and our proposed CD1. Shall we roll this over? We don't have any Finn clearance. Can we roll this over to tomorrow, 3:30 p.m.
Okay.
in this room?
Okay.
Next one up is House Bill 872, relating to the Hawaii Healthy Aging Partnership. On our side, we have myself, Co-Chair Takeno Uche, Managers Iligan, Nishimoto, and Garcia.
Okay, Senate conferees are myself as Chair, Senator DeQuoit as Co-Chair, and Manager Moriwaki.
Again, we have prepared our CD1, delivered it to all council members. The Finn memo has been prepped and sent over, so we're just waiting Finn on this.
Okay.
So roll over?
Yes.
Okay. 3:30 p.m. in the same room. Next up is House Bill 1255. This is, CD1 has been emailed and delivered to all conference members. The Finn memo has been prepped. This is our SPURB for West Maui Hospital and Medical Center. Sorry, I didn't go through our
Conferees?
conferees.
Sure, yep,
Myself and Co-Chair Cochran and Managers Amato and Garcia.
Okay, thank you very much. Senate conferees are myself as Chair, Senator Kanuha as Co-Chair, and Manager Moriwaki.
So I believe this is prepped in already for Finn and WAM approval. I'd like to indulge and just ask one of my co-chair to say something about the importance of this measure. Just giving her some.
Sure. Mahalo, Chair Belatti and Senators, for being here. West Maui Hospital has been in the makings for decades. It is, our population has grown quite a lot, and I look at West Maui, Lahaina area being kind of a cul-de-sac. We have only 2 lanes that come into that area. So in the Pali, when there's fire, accident, or anything, we are cut off. And our only hospital is Maui Memorial in Wailuku, so this is needed. And so please, I look forward to the support here. It's a SPURB, so it's not, no money's out of our taxpayer dollar pockets. And it's something that this community, it's life-changing, it's life-saving. So mahalo for this time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Senate members, any comments? Okay.
And I just wanted to say that, so we got this in, we're in agreement, and we're just waiting for Finn and WAM approval. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and so we will move this to Friday, 3:30 tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Finally, House Bill 1300 relating to mental health. On our side, it's myself, Co-Chair Chun, Representatives Garcia as manager.
Okay, Senate conferees are myself as Chair, Senators Keokalole and Shimabukuro as co-chairs.
Senator, I have a CD1 in preparation that reflects funding for the 1 FTE from the CRF, striking any funding for the IT updates. That's what we've discussed. That CD1 is in preparation for being drafted now. So
Okay.
as soon as I get that, I will float that to you, send the appropriate memos to the agencies, but I think that one's in good shape.
Okay. Yep, I agree.
Okay, all right, so we can roll this one over to tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. here.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Senate bills. Okay, Senate Bill 384, Senate Draft 1, House Draft 2, relating to access for disabled persons. Okay, Senate conferees are myself as Chair, Co-Chairs Lee, Rhodes, and Inoue, and Manager Shimbukuro.
And on our side, it's myself, Chair Tarnish, Co-Chair Takeno Uchi, and Managers Garcia.
Okay, thank you, Chair. So I believe a CD was circulated, and I believe it was circulated to pretty much everyone. Do we have agreement on this?
I think we have agreement on the content, but
Yes.
not fiscal release.
Okay.
Finn has been apprised of this, no fiscal release,
Okay,
right? So,
Okay, so can we roll this over to tomorrow?
Yes, sounds good.
Same time,
Yes,
same room.
yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, up next, Senate Bill 1016, Senate Draft 1, House Draft 1. Okay, relating to public-private partnerships for delivery of healthcare services. Senate conferees are myself as chair, Senator Keo Kalole as co-chair, and Manager Moriwaki.
And on House side is myself, co-chair Sayama, Yamashita, and Manager Garcia.
Okay, thank you, Chair. I believe we do have agreement on a CD1. Okay, with a clean effective date of July 1st of this year. We're still waiting for release.
So can we roll this over?
Yep.
3:30 PM tomorrow, the same room.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, Senate Bill 1370, Senate Draft 1, House Draft 1. Okay, relating to license to solemnize marriages. Senate conferees are myself as chair, Senator Keo Kalole as co-chair, and Manager Moriwaki.
And on my side, it's myself, co-chair Takeno Uchi, managers Tam and Garcia.
Okay, thank you very much. We do have a CD that's agreeable, I believe.
We do too. We have fiscal on this, so we don't have a release on it. So if we could roll this one over also to tomorrow, 3:30 PM, same room.
Okay, thank you, Chair. Okay. All right, we're adjourned.
Good afternoon. Today is Thursday, April 27, 2023, 4:15 p.m. We are in conference room 329. We have an agenda with a combination of Senate and House bills. We are working to get, and we have quorum for our first bill, so we will take up first Senate Bill 390 relating to emergency medical services. We're opening up on this bill. Myself as co-chair, Representative Siyama as co-chair, and Representative Hussey Burdick is here as manager, and Representative Purick, who is excused.
Okay, thank you. So we're on Senate Bill 390. Okay, Senate Draft 1, House Draft 2. Senate conferees are myself as chair, Senator Keokalole as co-chair, and Senator Moriwaki as a conferee.
I apologize, Senator. I opened it up and it was a Senate bill.
Oh, don't worry.
All of these things are getting all mixed up.
Yeah. So I believe we have agreement on the CD. Basically, just takes away the repeal, making this permanent. Okay. Do we have agreement?
Yes, and wanting to change the effective date to July 1st, 2023. Is that correct?
That is correct.
We don't have a CD1 prepared, but we don't have a fiscal.
Oh, we have the
Oh,
CD.
okay.
Yeah. So, and it's this is the shortest bill ever. That's awesome. Okay. Can we proceed to vote?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Senate Bill 390, Senate Draft 1, House Draft 2. Recommendation is to pass as a CD. Okay, I vote aye. Senator Keokalole.
Aye.
Senator Moriwaki.
Aye.
Okay, and then for the House,
It's myself. Yes, please. Go ahead.
okay. Co-Chair Belatti.
Aye.
Co-Chair Sayama.
Aye.
Okay, Manager Hussey Burdick. And Manager Purick is excused. Thank you very much.
Yes, we have a bill.
Now you can
Let me sign that. No, we haven't even exchanged the bill. Thank you, Senator. Moving next on the agenda, House Bill 617, House Draft 1, Senate Draft 2, relating to oral health. On my side, it's myself, Co-Chair Takino Uchi, Representatives Amato, Garcia as managers.
Okay, in the Senate, myself as chair, Senator Shimabukuro as co-chair, and Senator Aquino as manager.
Thank you for opening up on this measure. I believe we are very close. We took your base. We have a CD want to pass across to you, Senator, if I can pass it to you. I did not send this via email yet. And maybe if we could have you take a look at it, and we can roll this over to, can we move this to the 2:30 p.m. agenda tomorrow? Okay. 2:30 p.m. agenda, 2:30 p.m. agenda.
In this room.
In this room. And then we'll also make sure that we get copies to our House conferees as well.
Great, thank you.
Moving to House Bill and opening up on House Bill 1082, House Draft 3, Senate Draft 2 relating to medical cannabis. On our side, it's myself, co-chairs Nakashima, Kitagawa, and Representative Purick as manager.
So for Senate, it's myself as chair, Senator Keokalole and Lee as co-chairs, and
Thank-
Senator Shimabukuro as member manager.
Thank you. Chair San Buenaventura, we floated a House Bill 1082 to you based off of this Senate Draft 2. We struck out the working group, but adopted the majority of the amendments. If we might be able to turn this, roll this over until tomorrow so that you can look at the amendments.
Okay, I did look at it just a few minutes ago, CD1, and I disagree. It is substantially different from the SD1. So we need, yeah.
If we can
have
roll it
no-
over?
We're pretty far apart, so yes,
Okay.
roll it over.
So we'll roll it over until 2:30 PM. Can we move it to the 2:30 PM agenda?
That's fine.
All right,
329,
in 329. Thank you. I believe that's all on this agenda.
and we are adjourned.
We are adjourned.
Okay. All right, aloha, everybody. Welcome to the reconvene on Senate Bill 894 SD2 HD2 relating to the Office of Wellness and Resilience. On behalf of the Senate, myself, Senator McKelvey as chair, co-chair Shimabukuro Kidani, and Aquino and Awa, managers Awa and Kidani are excused.
Thank you very much, Senator. For the House, you've got Mizuno, Bellotti, Kobayashi as your co-chairs. You've got Representatives Amato and Garcia as your managers.
Sorry. Okay, recap, we have a CD1 that we've agreed upon, which basically doesn't contain any appropriations, which was discussed, I guess, yesterday, and thank you for your indulgence. The money is in the budget, from what I understand. We do have WAM release on the measure, and so I think we need Chair Kidani for the vote, do we not?
You've got 2 out of the 3 chairs,
But
Senator.
I believe she may be the WAM designee. Could we recess for 1 second?
Absolutely.
Okay, thanks.
Good afternoon, Thursday, April 27th, a little after 4:35 p.m. State Capitol Conference Room 329. Got 2 bills on the agenda, House Bill 339, House Bill 294. First bill, Representatives Mizuno, Garrett, Kobayashi as your co-chairs. We've got Representatives Amato and Garcia as your managers.
On the Senate, we have Moriwaki as chair, Aquino and Shimabukuro as co-chairs, and Favela as manager.
Thank you very, very much, Senator. Believe we did pass out the CD1. Believe that we are in agreement in principle, Senator. At this point, Senator, I believe we're only waiting for our Money Committee, Fin and WAM, to release. Is that correct? Okay. Senator Moriwaki, should we roll this into tomorrow?
Okay, we'll wait until tomorrow.
Yeah, April 28th.
Okay.
Can we go at a different time?
Sure. What
Just in
time?
case, we'd like to reconvene at 1:30. If we don't have our Money Committee released by then, we can backfall on 4:30. But let's try to get this out earlier. Tomorrow, April 28th, 1:30 p.m. in room 329, Senator.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Okay.
Okay, so for SB 295, SD2, HD2 relating to child welfare services. For the Senate, we have myself as chair, Senator Moriwaki as co-chair, and Senator Shimabukuro is excused.
Thank you, Senator. On the House side, you've got Mizuno Kobayashi as your co-chairs. We've got Representative Alcos as your manager.
Okay, so for this one, we are just waiting for WAM and FIN release. Is that your understanding?
Right, Senator. We are going to go with the SD2 version, and we're just waiting for the money committees to release. Is that correct?
Right, and we have an agreement as to the amount of the 250,000 and not the 8 million like you thought.
Correct. Thank you for that small missight, Senator. Always like working with you.
Okay, so may we vote it over to tomorrow at 1:30?
Good idea.
28,
Room-
329.
Perfect, Senator. Thank you. I appreciate it.
So we are adjourned for the 4:35 calendar.
All right, welcome back on the measure before us, which is Senate Bill 894, SD2, HD2. Appreciate your indulgence order. Sure, we have our proper people here to vote the measure on, which is agreed and released. Let's get together tomorrow at 1:31 in this room, because I believe you have an agenda at 1:30.
1:31 p.m., April 28th, in room 329, Senator?
Correct?
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Appreciate your help.
See you
everybody.
tomorrow.
Okay.
Calling SB 239, SD2, HD3 relating to early learning accreditation. For the Senate, myself as chair and Senator Aquino as member manager.
We're on Senate Bill 239, is that correct?
Yes.
Thank you, Senator. For the House, you've got Mizuno, Nakashima, Kitagawa as your co-chairs, and Representative Garcia as your manager.
So HCAM gave us us a proposed amendment. They're preferring the HD1 version, and basically, and they want accreditation by July 1, 2034. But basically, look at the dates. Are you in agreement with the HCAN version? And in which case, as soon as we get the CD1, we can ask our money chairs for release.
Yes, I like the HCAN Speaks amendments. I support it. And Senator, I look forward to you crafting the CD1 for us.
Okay, sounds good.
In principle, we're in agreement. We just need the money committee chairs to release.
Okay, thank you very much. So for SB 398, SD1,
Oh.
HD2, relating to child welfare.
Senator, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Should
yeah,
we
roll
reconvene?
over, sorry. Okay, so SB 239, we're rolling this over to tomorrow, last possible day, for 1:30 p.m., so we have some time, room 329.
Yes, tomorrow, April 28th. Thank you, Senator. Appreciate it.
Okay, thank you very much. And for SB 398, SD1, HD2, relating to child welfare, for the Senate, myself as chair, and for co-chairs, we have Senator Gabbard.
Thank you, Senator. For the House, you've got Mizuno, Tarnas, Kobayashi as your co-chairs. We've got Representatives Amato and Ward as your managers.
You know, for SB 398, I'm going to double check, but my understanding is this is in the budget. No, it's not. Okay, then. Okay, so my WAM co-chair has made it clear that we don't have WAM release. So why don't we roll this over?
Right, Senator, before we roll it over, shall we consider the comments by DHS?
Yes.
Okay, and if you'd like, you could prepare the CD1 for us.
There's a CD1 prepared. I thought we gave that to you.
If there is, I apologize. I think,
You know what, let me double check to make sure it has the comments that DHS wants.
I believe DHS supported the House Draft 2.
Yes. We are looking at the House Draft 2. And an FTE of, an appropriation of $3,100,000, of which $1 million goes to IT, $1.2 million for salary increases to fill vacancies, $800,000 for a third-party enhanced permanency support services, and $100,000 for another FTE planner.
Mm-hmm.
Is that your understanding?
Yes.
Okay. So that's what we're looking at, and we will give you the CD1 as well as the FIN and WAM memo.
Thank you, Senator. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Reconvene?
Reconvene tomorrow at 1:30, 329.
Yes. Thank you very much, Senator.
I gotta double check to make sure. The money's here. Yeah. Okay. I'll get to you. Reconvene tomorrow, 1:30, 329. So for SB 1351.
1:30.
Room 329. SB 1351, SD2, HD2, relating to infant and early childhood mental health. For the Senate, myself as chair, and Senator Aquino as member manager.
Thank you, Senator. For the House, you've got Mizuno, Bellotti, Kobayashi as your co-chairs. We've got Representative LaChica and Garcia as your managers.
Okay, we have a proposed CD1. I believe we have an agreement on this. This is a governor's priority.
Senator, may I ask, this was worked with Department of Health, Lauren Kim?
I don't know which one, but I know we have a proposed CD1.
Okay.
I don't know whether or not Lauren Kim is involved. And I don't know whether or not we should ask, because we're not supposed to have testimony during conference. So-
Sorry, I'll take the hit.
Thank you.
I think early on, we were working within agreement on this one. It's an important bill, so by all means, we'll love to see the CD1, and chances are we're going to agree in principle.
Okay, so I know we got from the Department of Health. The only question is the monies. And I know Lauren Kim, he is here. We will talk to him after. But basically, we want to ensure that the amounts remain, because I got which is appropriation of 1.7 million.
Okay, so we need to confirm the appropriation amount?
Yes.
And we're ready to see your CD1, and I think in principle, we are in agreement. We just need money committees to release.
That's correct. Okay, so in the meantime, let's roll it over to tomorrow at 1:30.
April 28th, room 329. Thank you, Senator, appreciate it.
And then we
I've-
are gaveling up for the 1/4/40 calendar. And we're
Yeah.
gaveling- You got a gavel in this speech.
Thanks, Senator. The 440, again, April 27th, a little after 4:40 PM, conference room 329, State Capitol. We're here for two bills, House Bill 2222 and House Bill 1357. Senator, on the House, you've got conferees Mizuno, Kobayashi, as your co-chairs. You've got Representatives Amato and Garcia as your managers.
For the Senate, myself as chair, Senator Moriwaki as co-chair, and Senator Aquino as member manager.
Thank you, Senator. I provided a CD1 via email today at 3:34 PM to all House and Senate conferees. Basically, we took the SD2 version with the effective date of July 1, 2023. For your consideration, if the House and Senate conferees can review that, and perhaps since we need the money committees to release anyways, we can reconvene tomorrow.
1:30?
1:30 PM, room 329, April 28th.
So, because we sent it at a time when we were all in conferences, we don't have it.
Yes.
But we're gonna look at the monies. The monies are the big amount, right? The 7.85, 815 million.
Correct.
And 15,710,000
For-
2024.
Correct. You're correct, Senator.
Lots of money.
Yes.
Okay, next
Okay,
one.
next one, thank you, Senator, is House Bill 1357, House Draft 1, Senate Draft 2. For the House, you've got Mizuno, Bellotti, Lamassoure as your co-chairs, and we've got Representatives Amato and Garcia as your managers.
Okay, so for the Senate, myself as chair, Shimabukuro as co-chair, and member manager Senator Aquino. This one has no monies. other than-
Let's move it.
We need release.
Yeah, I've got the CD1, but it's not a mystery. It's basically the most recent Senate version.
The
So
Senate version.
let me,
75.
yeah, I should get it later on today. What I'll do is I'll email it to all Senate and House conferees.
And let's get the memo
Let's,
out.
let's get this out. I agree.
The people need it.
Because this is not tapping into any state general funds, so let's do this. I'll do the memo.
Thank you.
Any questions? Okay,
No, we cannot ask questions.
well, sometimes the members might have a question. So we're going to roll this for tomorrow, Senator, April 28th, 1:30 PM in conference room 329. Does that work? Okay, we're adjourned from the 440 conference. Good afternoon, Thursday, April 27th, a little after 4:45 PM. We're at the State Capitol Conference Room 329. Two bills, House Bill 547, House Bill 1366, first up, 547. Representatives, as your chairs, Mizuno, Kitagawa, and as your manager, Representative Garcia.
Okay,
So
thank you
for the
very
Senate, myself as chair,
It's Aquino, right? Senator Aquino?
I'll defer to the chair.
Isn't it HB 579?
It's 547.
Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong agenda. Who agenda? Okay, I apologize. Go ahead.
Okay,
Chair.
thanks, Chair. So Senate conferees on HB 547, House Draft 1, Senate Draft 2. Senate conferees, again, is myself as chair, and Senators Moriwaki and Kidani as co-chairs.
Thank you, Senator Aquino. I believe we sent the CD1 to all conferees. We did get a reply from the Attorney General's office that said they are fine with the CD1 proposed and that they are not asking for any money now or in the future.
And we're in agreement.
Okay, so at this point, Senator Aquino, we're just waiting for the money committees to release. Senator, if it's okay with you, could we reconvene for tomorrow, April 28th, 1:30 PM in conference room 329?
Yes.
Thank you very much, Senator. Appreciate it. Okay, members, next bill on the agenda, House Bill 1366. You've got for the House, Mizuno, Bellotti, Kobayashi as your co-chairs, and we've got Representatives Amato and Garcia as your managers.
For the Senate, Moriwaki as chair, Lee as co-chair, and Shimabukuro as manager.
Thank you, Senator. House would, if I haven't already gotten the CD1 to all House and Senate conferees, you should be getting it shortly. We'd like to go with the Senate Draft 2 version. I wanted to apologize to Senator San Buenaventura. We had talked about this measure a week ago, and I did agree on their position, so I apologize. I think I got mixed up, and I had taken a different position. Oh, no, we're on, I'm sorry, it's a different bill. That's 870. Sorry, so for this one, I'm sorry, I wanted to thank Senator Moriwaki for working diligently with DHS Director Betts. Looks to be that we can go with the Senate Draft 2 version, and I believe we don't have to get positions in talking with Senator. You chatted with DHS Director, so I think we're good with that.
Yeah, just to note that in Section 3 of SD2, the sum of $100,000, and then the proviso at the end on lines 19, 20, provide that monies provided shall be matched. I'll take that language out. I don't think we want to match. We just have 100,000.
Okay.
And then Section 4, which is asking for a position, we'll just delete that section.
It makes it a lot easier. We're just going
Which
to
is
give them the
a
money to contract.
And effective July 1, 2023.
Yes. So I actually should take a step back and say, Senator Moriwaki, thank you for doing the CD1 for us. I'll work with you in finalizing that CD1, and we'll make sure we get it to all of our members here. Since we don't have money committee release, shall we reconvene April 28th tomorrow, 1:30 at room 329? Thank you, Senator. Appreciate it.
Can we go to the second agenda?
Yes, second agenda. I think, are you lead? Gaveling out of the first 445. Going to the second one. Have two bills on the agenda for the next 445, House Bill 579 and House Bill 870. 579 we've got for the House, Mizuno, Tarnas, Kitagawa as our co-chairs. We've got Representatives Amato, Ichiyama, Garcia as our managers.
For the Senate, it's myself as chair, Senator Kidani, well, nobody else. We don't have quorum.
Okay.
He's asking me to go to vote on his bill. I'm sorry. But you know what? We need to roll it over. We don't have with Fin and Wham release anymore.
Right. We can. Did, Senator, are you aware of the Attorney General's answer that they're okay with this bill?
Yes, we're good.
As well
We
as,
still need Fin and Wham release.
you're right. Senator, can we reconvene for tomorrow, April 28, 1:30 p.m. in conference room 329?
329, right.
Okay, thank you, Senator. We're going to move to the next bill on the agenda. This is House Bill 870. For the House, you've got Mizuno. 1:30 p.m., April 28th, same room, 329. Thank you. Next bill on the agenda, House Bill 870. For the House, you've got Mizuno, Kobayashi as your co-chairs. We've got Representatives Amato and Garcia as your managers.
Oh. Okay, for the Senate, we have myself as chair, and we have Senator Shimabukuro as member manager.
Thank you. This is, Senator, this was the bill that I was talking about. I want to apologize. We met about a week ago, and I had agreed with the Senate draft. I just want to let you know I have requested a CD1 to use the Senate draft for the CD1, place one full-time position in the Ho'opono program as a coordinator for the Neighbor Island Blind and Impaired Service Pilot Program. I believe the Senate was asking for $93,000. We're going to request that amount in there. And we're going to start the program. Effective date upon approval, but provide language to confirm DHS and Ho'opono shall start the pilot program no later than January 1, 2024, to give time for DHS to implement the pilot program. I
That's
I
fine.
inadvertently put a 3-year. I think everybody wanted a 5-year sunset date.
3 years is fine.
No, let's go 5.
Okay, 5 is fine.
I'll go 5, and DHS is in support of that. 5-year sunset date. I need to correct that on the CD1. I think I covered all salient points.
Yes,
So, again, once I get that CD1, I'll make sure all Senate and House conferees get a copy, and then we're gonna need to come back and reconvene and get money committee's release.
yes.
Can we do that for tomorrow, April 28, 1:30 PM in this room, 329?
Yes,
Okay, thank you, Senator, appreciate it. I think we're adjourned on this one.
yes.
Adjourned.